couple years ago, I left my job working at a restaurant to become a chef instructor for a company that focused on virtual cooking classes. And two of my favorite classes to teach were massaman curry and dumplings, mostly because I loved eating them at the end. And since I'm not teaching anymore, I do still find myself craving these dishes, specifically dumplings. However, sometimes I do not have the motivation to individually wrap around 20 dumplings. So instead, I turn them into noodles. It takes half the effort and time, and it's delicious. I'll start off by finally dicing a 2-inch knob of ginger, and then after coring a quarter head of cabbage, I'll thinly slice it, and then I'll take a generous bunch of Chinese chives and then thinly slice those. And if you can't find Chinese chives, you can definitely use scallions. And then for the sauce, I take equal parts oyster sauce, soy sauce, and sesame oil. And in this case, I just eyeballed around 2 tablespoons of each. I then mix that up until it's well combined, and then I get started on my ground meat. For this, I like to add ground chicken or pork to a hot skillet along with half of that sauce. You can definitely mix your chicken with your sauce beforehand to let it marinate, but if you don't have the time, don't worry. I'll let that cook to around 80%, and then I'll push it to the side, and then I get started on cooking my cabbage and aromatics. Once everything is mostly cooked, I'll add the rest of that sauce, and as it finishes up cooking, I get started on cooking my noodles. Once the noodles are done cooking, I like to place them directly on my serving bowl. I top them with the cooked dumpling filling, and then I take my favorite chili crunch, and then I add a generous amount of that on top of the noodles, and boom, craving satisfied in less than 20 minutes.